episode 62 of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. So it's been a while since we checked in with Marcelo Bielsa, obviously in real life. Since we last spoke, Leeds have pretty much completely bottled it. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I really want to see them get promoted. I really want to see our Jack Harrison. I want to see Paddy B. I want to see Marcelo Bielsa above all in the Premier League. There'll still be a chance through the playoffs, but automatic promotion would have been really sweet. Still could happen. It's looking less and less likely with every game that goes by. Oh, I hate the term bottle job, but there's a bottle job happening in Leeds at the moment. But in this reality, suddenly we pulled out 2 wins in a row against pretty tough opposition. The Spurs game with a late goal from the Weghorst was pretty impressive, and the 2-0 against Arsenal, much needed, especially after shipping 9 goals in 2 games against 2 Manchester clubs. But anyway, in this episode we are going to get into the final days of the transfer window, and a Patreon vote did go out last week to answer one big question for us in terms of transfers. Do we sell Jack Harrison and Guido Pizarro to bring in Frenkie de Jong from Manchester United, not Ajax? And well, the answer was yes we should. The other sub-question was, do we sell Justin Kluivert to try and bring in a few more players? Answer to that was, well, it wasn't a vote, but the general consensus is keep hold of Big Justin. So the 20 mil from Lyon, as tempting as it is, we're going to turn down. I think we would regret it, really. He can still improve. He's still only 22 years old. That's crazy. But we are going to, before we pull the trigger on de Jong, it seems we've got a few days left and we're not going to be able to bring him in for the Wolves game. One of the other options in midfield was Lewis Cook. Now, I'd sort of passed over on him, but really, I'd completely forgotten his connections with Leeds United. He was there from the age of 5, I think. He was there from a boy, man and boy. Leeds United boy. Born in York. And played for Leeds United for most of his career before joining Bournemouth. So I think it would be fitting to bring him in. So if we can get him for a reasonable price. How much are we paying for de Jong? It's going to have to be less than de Jong, otherwise I don't think I can justify it, because de Jong is quality as well. 8.1, so yeah. Seems unlikely we are going to be able to get him for that price, even though we're buying him off Bielsa's old mate, Pep Guardiola. Surely he would allow him that, but well, we'll try it anyway. We will give it a go. I doubt they're going to want any sort of loan, but we'll try, 50%. We'll go with that. Try and get this all the way to, it's going to be a fairly hefty salary as well. Might be able to get that down a little bit. 1.8, okay, we'll give it a go. We owe it to him as a Leeds boy to try and bring him in. We've already got a keeper, so these keepers here are relevant. I mean, I don't think we're going to have any funds to buy anyone else, unfortunately. But before the next game, we are going to bring in either de Jong or Cook. That is a guarantee. Right, let's get back into winning ways, shall we? I haven't played any PES in a long time. So let's take a look at the sides for today. Wolverhampton Wanderers, the surprise package of the Premier League this season. Absolutely ripping things up. Oh, and we're looking tired, and there's some poor form here. We're going to have to move some stuff around here. Correa's going to have to be a straight swap with Brunetta. We need to sort this formation out when we bring in another player. But that's going to have to do for now. Any other changes need making here? No, I think we can stick with that. Wolves not playing particularly any of their strongest players. Jota on the bench, Jimenez on the bench. Dama Traore, their highest rated player, playing out on the right. Ruben Neves, he's quality. We looked at signing him, we couldn't quite get that one over the line. It is a very good side. This could be a tricky one, especially away from home. Right, let's get into it. So after the Easter Monday loss to Brentford, Marcelo Bielsa came out and his first quote in the press was, "I am sad," and that made me sad. So let's make up for it now and let's get a win. Butland goes long into the horse. Good battling, wins the flick on into Correa. Joaquin Correa. That's a clever ball out to Kobos. Now Kluivert. Ball over the top into Maxi Romero. Can he put it through to Correa, who's there? Can't get the shot away. Good defending in the end. Kluivert, well won back. Now the horse will find Correa. Good strength to get away from Neves. Joaquin Correa now has got Kluivert to one side, but he'll step inside here. Finds Maxi Romero. First time effort from the Argentinian. And there we go. Maxi boy. Oh, maximum goal scoring. I mean, he's not been at maximum goal scoring this season. His productivity was always going to be reduced with Weghorst playing a greater role in this side. But it's that sort of finishing that has seen us in this incredible position in the Premier League. He struck us out of the Championship and he struck us ahead here early on. And it's Correa, actually, with some incisive running through the middle. He used the dummy run of Kluivert, but that is some finish. Just opened up his body, let it roll across. And the number 9 finished confidently, and we're ahead here. Mendes, cheeky ball into Lutman. And there's space here for Romero. Oh, he pokes the ball into Wakehorse. Now Justin Kluivert. Can he double the scoring here? Yes, he can, and that is an accomplished finish. And it's Dutchman to Dutchman. If we bring de Jong in, it's going to be 4 Dutchmen in this side. Could it be possible that we have more Dutchmen in the side than Argentinians? That would be something quite impressive. Never saw that coming, but this is a great break here. Romero's touches are really well spotted one to find Lutman. To find Wakehorst, and then, well, a simple ball into Kluivert, but not a simple finish from a man that we did consider selling, but now he's starting to show why we should keep hold of him. Only 22 years old, found himself in a good position, and that is a cultured finish, and the lead is doubled. Poor clearance there. Kobos can pick it up. Oh, it's a great ball to the far post into Romero. What a save. What a save. Should have been 3 there. What a ball in from Kobos. We're purring now. Better here from Walls, and danger here as Caballero. Better get a ball into the box. Finds Moutinho. The back heel into Bonatini. We've seen that score so many times. But he doesn't finish there as Butland is forced into action for the first time in this game with a great save. Gomez out to Kluivert. Half-time nearly upon us here. Kluivert again. Get through on goal. Looks to curl it. Oh, it's done exactly the same thing again. The great thing about having essentially 4 strikers with this formation, it doesn't look like it would make sense, but when we've got everyone running forward, who do you mark? At this point, you had Romero peeling off one way. You've got the horse in the centre making a good run. Kluivert said, I just don't think I'm going to go with either of you. Romero there dropping wide. Look at that, even Kobos making a run into the box. And by the time the right back had switched over to Kluivert, he'd already wrapped his foot around that. Scored the 3rd here just before the half, and this is a really, really impressive performance from Leeds United. Takes us back to the Championship days. Winning comfortably, well, let's not say winning comfortably, but performing at a really high level. So there we are. 2 from Kluivert. He's responded to the talk of maybe being sold. And Maxi Romero with a great goal to start us off. And Wolves have been okay. They've had a bit of possession, not really been able to create many chances. We've created a lot of chances and been pretty efficient with it. Oh, Traore played through. The pace merchant. Oh, Bernardo, great challenge. And now Lutman into Correa. Romero back out to Lutman. This is neatly worked. Lutman in the box. Steps inside into Maxi. Oh, Cody comes across. A vital challenge there. Could have easily made that 4. Tons of space here for Mendes, and he'll step inside. Didn't need to be invited twice for that one. Oh, he finds Maxi Romero, and that is 4. And that is far too easy. Wolves have been awful today. There's no doubt about it. The defending has been non-existent. Again, though, it's the overload, but it's a great run from Maxi Romero. Well found, easy finish. He grabs his 2nd. And that should be us done here. So a huge round of applause here from the travelling Leeds fans. It's Guido Pizarro and Jack Harrison. And if reports are to be believed, this could well be their last few minutes in a Leeds shirt. They've been great servants of the club. Jack Harrison and Guido Pizarro, both absolutely massive in our promotion season from the Championship. Correa into Kluivert, puts one up for the horse, and that is 6. Wow, no, that's 5. That's poor maths, but a good finish there. And, well, we did not expect this. We thought this might be a tricky one. Harrison involved, plays it out. It's all very, very simple. Kluivert in lots of space. Returns the favour to Wakehorse here, and that's a good header from the striker. Ball slipped in towards Jimenez. Final minute of the game here. Can we keep a clean sheet? Yes, we can. Wow. Who would have thought it? 5 goals at no. Don't talk too soon. Don't talk too soon. Kobos heads away. Maxi Romero out to Kluivert, and it's a clean sheet and 5 goals here away from home. Did not see that coming at all. Excellent performances from Kluivert and Romero, and just everyone, really. Really, really good game all round. We dominated them. It's been a while since we've done that. 2 excellent managers in Nuno and Bielsa. But today it was Bielsa who comes out on top, and that's going to really help us in the league. Lutman the only disappointment today. Kluivert with a rare man of the match performance. I don't know if he's had one before. Great to see him getting some good ratings. That's what we need from the youngster. So, match day 24 and a 5-0 win for Leeds United, which sees us up into safety, into 8th position. That's where we need to stay. Still 13 points behind 6th place Liverpool. It's not impossible, for one of those sides, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, to slip up and allow us into that 6th spot, but it's a long way off. But that needs to be out of our minds for now. We just need to be concentrating on staying where we are, performing well in the games that we need to. Got a long season left to go, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But it has been a very, very good January. 4 wins and 2 losses against 2 really big teams. And it's been Weghorst coming into the side. Look at that. 2nd highest average rating, 3 goals from him. Same as Maxi Romero. Kluivert with 2 goals in the last game. But Weghorst has spread them about a bit and they've been important goals. Look at that as well. Butland coming in with a 6.3 average rating. That's a great start to his career at Leeds United. He's been crucial as well, as has Lucasen. And a little bit more steel as well. There we are. 4 goals late in the game. A lot of sides saying that Bielsa's sides tend to fade around Christmas. Well, we certainly haven't. We've pushed on. We've started to see some wins. So not huge success rate for the shooting of both of our strikers, but we've been creating chances and that's important. Weghorst dominant in the air, as we'd expect. And Mendes looking tidy as well. His new position, playing as more of a conventional right back but then stepping in, seems to be working. He's been very tidy. Great success rate on his dribbling. As has Kobos as well, actually. Both of them playing well, although his passing hasn't been as good. But yeah, pretty happy. Gomez making a lot of challenges as well as Bernardo. That middle two, just being more efficient. The change of formation has certainly paid off. So, not long left to the end of the window. I think it's just really going to be a case of do we bring in Cook or De Jong, depending on how this goes. It's going to be De Jong then. Fine, it's not a problem. Pretty much get that done. We've had an offer for Weghorst. I don't think we'll be selling him, as we really do need to keep 2 strikers. But the question is, with De Jong coming in, who's dropped? Who is dropped? Well, it could well be on form most days. You think De Jong, on any sort of form, will start. But anyway, it's going to have to be done now. How much are they offering for Weghorst? That's not bad, actually. 8.8 million. Slightly above his market value. So we could just sell them both and we'd be sure of it. 9.2. I mean, yeah, it's probably just worth selling it. I don't want to take the risk. If we can't sell them, and then we end up coming to the end of the window without any bids for them, then no De Jong. So, sad times to say goodbye to both of them. Actually, now I realise it, that is making me quite sad. But I think bringing in De Jong is going to make me happy. So, there we are. New signing, and a big signing in from Manchester United. Never really did it for the Manchester side. Could never get a starting place. That's why he's had to take a slight step down to go to Leeds United, but he's still young, great all-round player. A little bit of everything. And still time to improve as well. Weighted pass, long ball expert, amazing run. He's got everything we need for that position. I think he's going to be excellent for us. Unfortunately, Cook, not to be. We couldn't bring him back to his boyhood club. We've signed a very capable one instead. Probably even a better player, I would say. Right, well, I can't see much else happening in terms of transfers. Let's just keep cracking on. There's just not really anyone else we can sell. That is the problem. As we move into transfer deadline day, Harrison, Pizarro go out. De Jong comes in. No bids in for anyone really that we can sell, is there? Let's take a look. No scouted players coming in either. I mean, we could maybe sell Brunetta, but it's just not worth it. Martinez, we need him as backup. I think we just have to keep it as it is for now. Butland, Kluivert are 2 highest rated players. De Jong comes in. We're starting to get a nice little array of 80 plus players, which is what we really need to be challenging for that Champions League spot. And there he is. Nice, well, they'll benefit from having a really experienced defensive midfielder who's played at the highest level now. Guido Pizarro, an absolute legend of Leeds United. Nothing back from the scouts, so nothing we can do there. We're not going to sign Mesut Ozil. I'm tempted just to go. Normally I like to stick around and see what happens, but I don't think anything is going to happen. Can't see where we're going to get any money from. There's no one to sign, so let's just crack on. Get into the Newcastle United game. Can we make it 4 wins in a row? Seems like a long time since we've had a run like that. And there we are. Well, the great performances of our back line and our front line respected in the January team of the month. Gomez and Bernardo not playing in those positions, but that's fine. But that's great to see that our 2 centre-backs and the keeper are just playing so well. It's been key, absolutely key. So there we are. Salary budget's taken a massive hit with all the renewals that were obviously going to happen. We've got a little bit of transfer budget left, but hopefully the board give us something when we get to the end of the season, if we've still got a job. So how do we line up? That is the question. I mean, De Jong has surely got to start. The question is, in place of who? It's really tricky. I mean, let's compare De Jong and Brunetta. Interesting one. So Brunetta, much better passer, but not as physically gifted as De Jong. De Jong marginally better on the ball. His ball control's less, his dribbling slightly better. Defensively, obviously, De Jong is miles and miles ahead. Although he's not great defensively, he's much better than Brunetta. And Brunetta being forced to play that central midfield role, it's just not right for him. De Jong isn't quite as skilled when it comes to passing or finishing or any of the goal scoring bits, but when it comes to being a central midfielder, he's certainly the better option. He's got better stamina, better form, better on the weak foot. Yeah, I think he's the centre midfielder we wanted. That's really what it comes down to. The question is, who drops out now? That is really the problem. I mean, De Jong slips in there. That's where he plays. And then really we want him and Lucasen back there. I mean, the smart... Oh, God, I don't know. I really don't know what to do with this. Can we drop Brunetta? He's not been great. He's not been great, but no one really wants Maxi Romero to be playing there. Although playing as a second striker does sort of work for him. Because he's not a very good passer. Oh, I think really it's got to be Wakehorse who drops to the bench, which is a tough decision to make, really, considering how good he's been. But I think this is our best formation. But I think depending on form, the Horse could start. But when you've got Romero, Brunetta and the Horse on a green, what do you do? Do you drop De Jong? Oh, it's hard. It's going to be really difficult. But it's a good problem to have. And now on the bench we've got Patterson, good backup, Correa, good backup, Martinez, good backup, Wakehorse, good backup. We've got a good side now. I think maybe, oh yeah, when in possession actually, Lucasen does need to drop a bit deeper. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. What is our best team? I mean, that does take our team spirit to 90 there, which I think was slightly less with Wakehorse in the side. Anyway, right, let's get into the Newcastle game. I'm very excited to play with De Jong. I think he's going to be great. So anyway, back to this. We're back. I think we'll keep it as it is. We could regret not having the Horse, but he's a great impact sub. He doesn't actually have super sub, does he? No. Oh, he's contributed a lot of goals. He's been great. We've just been talking about how good he is, and now we're going to drop him. Is that a mistake? Is that a big mistake? Quite possibly. Right, let's go. So exciting times here at Ellen Road for the Leeds fans. They've got a new signing, and he is one full of class. Obviously, his career's not quite gone as he would have liked. Moved from Ajax to Manchester United. Couldn't really cut it in the Premier League at Manchester United, unfortunately. So he's got to move fairly quickly to Leeds United. I mean, does he do anything really, really well? No, but does he do a lot of things quite well? Yes. Is that the all-round box-to-box midfielder that we wanted? Absolutely it is. How will he fare here in front of the Leeds fans on his debut? Well, if we can get 4 wins in a row, then we'll be very, very pleased. Let's do this. First touch for De Jong here. Finds a ball into Maxi Romero. Playing up top, where he's more used to. Looks to find Lookman. That's a good ball inside to Brunetta. Just a glance, a header. Almost a great start there. And it's fallen to Maxi Romero. Can he poke it home? No, Lejeune is in there with a great block. Almost a perfect start there. Brunetta looks for the short corner into Mendes. Back to Juan Brunetta. Can put a dangerous ball in. Bernardo's still in there. Falls back out to De Jong. Oh, that's a smart ball into Maxi Romero. Looks to turn away from Lascelles. Can he get the cut back here into Lookman? Yes! Great finish. We've needed goals from him. We've needed goals from both wingers. Great to see Kluivert getting on the score sheet in the last game. And this is a smart play from De Jong here. Just holds it up. Simple ball into Maxi Romero. Lovely turn away. Enough pace to get away from Lascelles. He's so explosive, Maxi Romero. Still so young as well. And it's a nice cutback this time. And a simple finish for the young Englishman. So much young talent in this side, and so great to see them starting to score goals as well. Oh, Gomez. Great challenge. And now he's going to look to drive forward as well, over the halfway line now. The centre-back splitting the defence into Maxi Romero, away from his man. Good hit, good goal! Wow! And it's Gomez. And there he is. They embrace, as so they should. It was all down to Gomez and some bravery there. No nosebleed for him as he brought the ball over the halfway line. It was a simple ball into Romero in the end. And actually, a pretty simple finish, despite being outside of the box. Just let it run across him. First touch away from the man. Bang. Lovely. Thank you. Young now. Oh, good turn. Yedlin. Oh, great save. It's not cleared here. Perez can turn. Ball back into Yedlin again. And Butland with another save. Incredible double save there. Don't know how much he knew about the second one. Yedlin just drifted away from Mendes there. That was a good save. Couldn't scramble the ball clear there, and there was another save in there, mainly off his face, but they all count. And we keep our clean sheet so far. Can we keep it till half time? That's a really dangerous cross, and no, we can't. Murphy finishes at the far post. Should never be letting him drift into a position there. Who was at fault there? It was Kobos not tracking his man. Not the way we wanted to finish this half. We've been excellent so far. We didn't deserve that. And there we are, half-time here at Ellen Road. Really unfortunate to give away that goal with only 4 minutes left in the half. And actually a pretty close game, truth be told. But I think we should have enough to win this one. Let's get an early goal. I always say that, don't I? Let's get an early goal, finish them off. Let's actually do that though, come on. Mendes now, we'll bring it forward. Away from DeAndre Yedlin. Plays it back to De Jong. Oh, lovely turn of pace away from Shelvey. Edge of the box here, I'll hit this one. Oh, well, there are prettier ways to open your Leeds account, but as I always say, they all count, and that one just about does. It was a nice touch away from big John Joe Shelvey. Voldemort spinning, didn't know where he was. He hit it fairly convincingly, but that is a horror deflection for Newcastle United to deal with. But De Jong gets a goal on his debut, and that's the most important thing. Gomez into Cliver. Oh, lovely first touch away from Sterry. Puts one up. De Jong's there. Good effort. Good save. He's got a taste for goal now. Oh, De Jong. Bit of space here. Oh, we'll find Juan Brunetta. Oh, he's not scored in a while. Juan, believable. And that's 4 again. Oh no, we scored 5 last time. Fine. Doesn't matter. Newcastle just not picking up Mendes there. Way too much space for De Jong. Simple ball inside and a lovely finish on his weaker foot. I was just thinking to myself, where is Juan? I've not seen him in this game. Is he even on the pitch? Well, he's popped up there. If he starts scoring again, that could really, really help us. Let's not forget that he was an integral part of this team. One of the main goal scorers, and those have completely dried up in recent weeks. If he can find his shooting touch again, we're going to be a real force to be reckoned with. Oh, and this is really poor here. Newcastle capitulating. Brunetta, oh, cheeky into Cliver, unlucky. Brunetta into De Jong. He plays it back into Juan Brunetta. Can we see something out? Juan believable here. Oh, he's away from Hayden. Onto his left. Oh, big save there. Juan looking hot again. And there we go. Another comprehensive victory for Leeds United. I can't believe it. 4 wins on the bounce. We did not see this coming. We were in a real funk coming up to Christmas, but the new year, new me, new us. Must be dry January in Leeds because there's something different about us. We are defending well, we're finishing well, we're just looking rugged, we're looking hard to beat. No Wakehorse in the side today, but we didn't seem to miss him too much. De Jong had a great debut, scored his goal just about, but just generally pretty tidy in the middle of the pitch. Good distributor of the ball, just classy on the ball, you can tell he's an Ajax youth. And just a great performance all round there from all of our attacking players. 6th, the lowest in the side as well. That's always very, very good to see. So there we have it. 2 in 2 for this episode and plenty of goals to go with it. And we're up into 7th place. Wow. Couple of wins against Liverpool United. Unlikely. We could sneak up on them. But equally, a loss and we could quite quickly drop down into 10th, which is where we don't want to be. We need to pull away from Southampton in 9th. That's the key. At the moment, only 2 points ahead of them. We've got a better goal difference, but still a long way to go. We just need to keep these good performances going. It really is filling me with a lot more confidence than when we were flirting with relegation at the beginning of the season. Thought we would really lose our job. We were close. We were close to losing our job just in the middle of the season. That could have easily happened. Thankfully it didn't. And we're starting to push on now. Got a new mission as well. Probably means we've got a derby coming up. I don't know if we have. What's the mission? 5 consecutive wins. Oh yeah, so we're going to lose the next game. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? So we're on 17 owner trust at the moment. Unlikely we're going to beat West Ham because it just makes it fucking hard. Anyway, great episode. De Jong settling in nicely. A new talent rises. Oh no, that's not a dramatic improvement. But in general, the team is looking great, isn't it? Really pleased with how this team is shaping up. And the ages as well are good. 22-year-old striker, 22-year-old winger, 23-year-old winger. Brunetta, the old man, at 24 of this attack. Oh, and De Jong as well. Everyone in their prime. Lucasen, you want a slightly more experienced defensive mid. I think the oldest player must be Facundo, 28. Bernardo still young. I mean, they're all still young. We've got Thiago and Kobos, probably the 2 players that we might want to improve on. Although Kobos just doesn't let us down. just doesn't let us down. So, very, very pleased. Very pleased. Let me know what you think about not starting Weghorst. It's a tough one. Look at that, Maxi Romero sneaking up into the top 3 of the goal rankings, only 2 behind Spurs' Harry Kane. Great episode. I'll see you in a bit.